Hello again, explorers. It is great to be back here with you again this week. So we have been learning all about God's book, the Bible, and how it is one big story about God's amazing plan. So far in this story, we have learnt about how God created everything and he made Adam and Eve the very first people. We have heard about Noah and his family and how God saved them and made a promise to never flood the whole earth again. Remember, when we see a rainbow, we remember that God always keeps his promises. And last week we heard about another person called Abraham and a special promise that God made to Abraham about the stars in the sky, about how God will bless the whole world through Abraham's huge family that he's going to give him, as many as stars in the sky. So today we are going to hear from Juliet about how God is fulfilling his promise to Abraham and blessing him with a baby. We are going to hear the true story from God's book, the Bible, about that now.
Last week at Explorers, we heard about a man named Abraham and his wife Sarah. God made an incredible promise to Abraham. Do you remember what it was? God promised that Abraham was going to be the start of God's big family, a family with as many people as there are stars in the sky. Well, Abraham was 99 years old now, and Sarah was 90 years old. That is pretty old to have a baby. But God made a promise, and God always keeps his promises. So let's see what happens. One day, Abraham was sitting outside his tent that he and Sarah lived in. And Abraham saw 3 visitors come by, so he offered them something to eat. The visitors said,
"Sure, we will stay."
So Abraham rushed inside the tent to Sarah, and together they made some food for the visitors. While the visitors were eating, one of them said to Abraham,
"This time next year, you are going to have a baby boy."
Sarah was listening from inside the tent, and she laughed and thought,
"Surely I am too old to have a baby."
God heard Sarah laugh and asked Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh? Why does she think she is too old? I am God, and I can do anything, and I have promised that you will have a baby." Just as God promised, Sarah soon became pregnant, and at the exact time God had said, a baby boy was born to Sarah and Abraham. Abraham was 100 years old. Sarah said,
"Even though I laughed because I am so old to be having a baby, God kept his promise and has given us a baby boy."
They named the baby Isaac, just as God had told them. God's big family had started growing, just as he promised Abraham. Even though Abraham and Sarah were very old and didn't think they would be able to have a baby, God gave them a baby, because God is powerful and God can do anything. Abraham trusted that God has a plan. God always has a plan. A plan for God's special creation, people, to live with him forever. Do you remember how God's plan was to rescue the world through someone that would be from Abraham's family? Do you remember who that was going to be? Jesus. We know that God's promise to Abraham meant that Jesus was coming. We know that God's plan was to send Jesus to earth to live and then die for us. To die for us so that we can live forever with God in his kingdom, heaven. So next time you go out and look at the stars, I want you to remember this true story about Abraham, Sarah, and baby Isaac. And I also want you to remember that we are a part of God's big family too. God's plan was to bless people through his son, Jesus. So God wants us to be blessed too, by living with him forever. And when you look at the stars, you can remember that we can trust in God's big plan, because God always keeps his promises.
Hi explorers, it's Amy here and I'm really excited because today I get to show you what our craft is. Now our craft is to go along with our story, so it's going to be a baby Isaac craft. It's a very, very easy craft. So what I'll need you to go and get is 1 toilet paper roll, some paper, and you might need your mums and dads to help with this. You'll need to cut it into a circle and into a rectangle shape. Then you'll also need a glue stick. Now these are the only things you'll need, only 4 things. All right, so what you'll need to do first is to draw a little face onto your circle. This is going to be little baby Isaac's face. Oh, look, it's like my face now. And then you're going to need your rectangle, and you can decorate this any way you like. And you know, you could even use some fabric or something even more creative. Now I put some little love hearts on mine, and this is going to be baby Isaac's blanket. Now let's grab our glue stick and our toilet paper roll and our little face, and we're going to stick Isaac's face onto the top of the toilet paper roll. So I'm going to grab my glue and pop it on just like that. And I'm going to grab Isaac's face and stick it on just like that. So press it down with your fingers. Good job. Okay, now I'm going to grab the rectangle. Now this bit might be actually a little bit tricky, but we're going to wrap it around just like a little blanket, just like this. I'm going to grab my glue so that it doesn't fall off, and we'll stick it on. Go 1 bit here, and then I think we might need a little bit more glue. So we'll do a little bit more and stick. And it's just like a little blanket for baby Isaac to be nice and warm in. Now, you might like to decorate it. You might like to get your scissors if you're old enough, and you can cut some little tassels on the bottom of the blanket to make it a bit different. And you also might like to go, I found this in my house, a little box, and I thought maybe this could be little Isaac's bed. So I went and got a blanket and a little pillow. I thought little Isaac might like to sleep in there. How sweet. Do you know what? I think I could make more little Isaacs. Maybe you could make more Isaacs. Maybe you could make a big family. Just like we are part of God's family, maybe you could go and try and make a whole big family of toilet paper people, toilet roll people. That would be really cool. You could give them all different faces and different blankets. I would love to see pictures of your creations of your little toilet paper roll family. How cool would that be? I hope you enjoyed your craft this morning, explorers, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye for now.